Alright, are we connected?
Can check.
Alright, we are connected, so here we go, boys. Well, welcome to the stream, everyone. I don't know if you're listening to this live or later, but welcome to Napoleon Total War. Playing with my friend Scoot today. I don't know if you want
Hello.
to say hi.
Hey,
So, Scoot, if you want to pick a map and we'll get to it.
we do Fredericksburg or
Yeah, it's up to you. I don't mind.
yeah.
Is it up?
Yes, should be up.
I don't see you for some reason. Oh, there it is.
If I'm attacking, do I have to be on the left or the right?
Um, if you're attacking, it doesn't
Or
really
do you want
matter.
me to defend?
It's fine. We'll just both go at it. So, do
Okay.
you want a Confederate or Union?
Um, oh, I can do Confederate.
Okay. Well, I'll take my good old First Corps. Well, maybe not. Let's change it up a little today. Trying to think. Let's bring 6 Corps. Let's test them out. Even though these are not historically accurate armies, this is just us representing what a battle would look like. So, you know all the rules, right, Scoot?
Uh,
Like 18
I think so.
guns, yeah.
Yeah, I probably won't do cavalry or anything.
I got ya. Well, I'll be fair then. I won't bring any cav.
Okay.
Bring some Zouaves. And sorry if I'm quiet today. It's just this game you have to really focus in on tactics. So
Mhm.
if I am not talking stream, I'm sorry, but I'm just focusing. I bringing right wing 62. Damn,
Mhm.
interesting. Well, if you're doing 62, I'll bring 62. Then I'll bring 62 6 Corps. Oh god, that's an 8 gun 3-inch. Jesus. Wait, quick math. Okay, that's good.
There's a lot of units for this.
Yeah, like during the Battle of Antietam, the Confederates like made 3 separate like wings of the army, so there's a lot of troops in each.
Mhm.
Snowy battlefield today, I guess.
do some parrots, maybe.
Oh boy. Parrot rifles were long. They were. How do I explain this? They were made for long range artillery, so they're very effective. So we could counter that with 3-inch batteries, and yeah, that should hopefully beat the 10-pounders.
I think I'm ready.
Sounds good. Good luck, good sir.
Good luck.
That's a cool quote.
Oh, is it the,
Mine is, I would rather die 1,000 deaths than betray a friend or be false to my country.
is that Robert E. Lee?
No, C.S. Private Samuel Davis before being hanged for not disclosing military information.
Wow.
So I guess the Union may have committed a war crime.
Yeah.
It's not good. Oh.
Alright, where is the...
Maurice Heights.
Yeah, where's, like, the trench line?
It's a stone wall. It's that one point. Do you see it? It's closer to me. Well, like I said, we'll just both go at it and see what happens. Robert Brooks. So back then the army would be, the Union specifically, would be separated into corps, which were made into divisions, then which were comprised of brigades and comprised of regiments. So for example, this would be a regiment, and then this would be a whole brigade, and then 3 brigades would make up a whole division, and then 3 divisions would make up almost a whole corps. So just a little insight on that. Scoot, do you know anything about Confederate formations or no?
I mean, they were using
pretty much the same.
Yeah. But at least in, like, after Chancellorsville, the Union Army starts using like designations for their corps, and the Confederate Army doesn't really do that. Like, they don't really have corps badges or anything.
Yeah, definitely the Union Army had the advantage with organization, especially after Fredericksburg.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay. Bartlett.
Wait for orders, sir. Wait for orders, sir.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do, because these 2 massive units. This is one. We'll make that a brigade.
Battery reporting.
Who are these guys? We'll put these guys up front.
I think I'm ready whenever you are.
Yeah, just give me a minute. My army is very confusing today.
Alright.
I never used this corps, so... We got the Vermont Brigade, very famous brigade during Civil War. Probably the most notable battle was, I believe, Gettysburg.
Reporting, General.
I didn't realize I had this guy. Hello.
Skirmishers.
But winter battles were not very common during the Civil War, though. By this time, the armies would definitely be setting up camp or something for winter quarters.
Yeah, they'd be trying to make log cabins and stuff like that. Brush huts.
Yep. But anyways, this battle was a disaster for the Union. Did not go so hot for them. But I believe the casualties were, oh, I don't know, I think 12,000 just on the Union side.
Dang. Yeah, and they guess because they went in waves.
Yeah, Burnside decided to attack in waves against an entrenched position, which is this, Marie's Heights. So, alright, I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay.
Sorry about the wait.
No problem.
Okay. So, we're sort of changing history today, because I'm on Marie Heights, and the Confederates are attacking. Sort of.
Skirmisher.
There's a movie that has a pretty decent scene on the Battle of Fredericksburg, but it's not the most historically accurate movie, I will admit.
The Gods of Generals, is that the...
Yeah. That's the cursed movie of the Civil War. It's pretty much just Confederate propaganda.
Yeah.
This is where the Irish Brigade became famous, though. Battle of Marie's Heights, if you have any Irish heritage. The Irish Brigade was a brigade of Irishmen who pretty much were ordered to take an almost impossible position and suffered dearly. By the Battle of Gettysburg, which was almost, I think, about like 7 months after this battle, 7 to 8 months, they were only down to about 500 men in a brigade, which is pretty much almost just one regiment during the Civil War. So they suffered greatly. I am concerned, though, about my lines. They are not that thick. Plus, I don't use 6 core that much. But during the Battle of Gettysburg, the 6th Corps did march over 20 miles, excuse me, and actually fought still. So the 6th Corps did a lot during the Battle of Gettysburg, which many people do not give them credit for. And who are you commanding today, Mr. Scoot?
I'm commanding Longstreet's right wing.
Okay, any famous brigades in there?
So I did pick it because they had the Irish that were there at Fredericksburg, 24th Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Because the cool thing about Fredericksburg was there were 2 Irish regiments that went up against each other.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. It's actually in Gods in General.
Is there accounts of it? I never heard of that though.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know if specifically
it was the Irish Brigade versus yeah.
I don't know if it was the Irish Brigade that went right up to them, but both of those units were there, and I think that's why in Gods and Generals they kind of show that.
Yeah, but I don't think they fought direct.
Yeah.
But the both units were there during the battle.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of shows like that brother versus brother, countryman v countryman.
Yeah. I mean, this whole war was about that.
Yes, sir.
Many towns were just wiped out because of this war, especially in the beginning. All these boys wanted to join up and fight, and a whole regiment or companies were just made up of one whole town, and that whole company would be destroyed. That's how devastating this war would be.
Orders.
Oh, that's Confederate artillery. Okay, let's get to business. Oh, and the Confederates get the first shot off today. The key in this game, though, is to destroy their artillery before they destroy yours. Shrapnel shot is definitely more devastating. By the way, Scoot.
Oh, shrapnel?
Yeah. If you could hit me at this distance.
So would that just be explosive shell?
That is special.
Okay, special.
Yeah. But during the Civil War, the Union did have superiority with artillery, because of their rifled guns that they had. The Confederates also had them, but very less numbers. For example, during the Battle of Antietam, the Confederate guns could not hit the Union guns because the Union guns were across the river. Oh, we got a pretty good hit on that one big old unit. It's pretty good. Looks like some North Carolina boys with their uniforms. So the armies back then would put out skirmishers to pretty much scout the enemy's presence, see how big their numbers are. So that's why these guys are out in front. Oh my goodness! Oh, that's a lot of dead. Woo. Scoo, did you see that?
No.
Look at
Oh
you.
yeah, I see that. Oh gosh.
What? They are putting some. Ooh, these guys might rout. Alright, we did rout a Confederate battery over here, which is really good. Now we can start focusing all of our stuff on this one battery. All of our guns, I should say. And I believe this is the Irish unit that Scoot is talking about, because they have a lighter uniform for some reason. Now, many people say that the Confederates were ragged and like did not have a uniform, but they sort of did. They had depots set up, especially by 1862, and even 1861. They were given Confederate shell jackets and such. So, do not think that the Confederates did not look professional. They did have a gray butternut uniform that actually looked nice.
Yeah, they were pretty. Only like Antietam, really, or not only Antietam, but Antietam was kind of one of those battles where the Confederates were pretty like messed up with their uniforms.
Yeah.
Both sides were, and most of the like Gettysburg, they were being issued, like actual uniforms, and they're not wearing a lot of stuff.
Most of the time, the jackets would be like designated by state, like Virginia jackets or North Carolina shell jackets. Depends on what state they were fighting for. But we are doing a lot of damage. And it seems like I will be attacking today. I'll give Scoop the benefit of the doubt. He did just lose a lot of his artillery. But the hard thing about this is that there's a canal here, so that's not good for me.
Your men have been routed, sir.
Wait, what? They've been routed? What? Did your guns come back?
I have guns still, but not the other guns.
Oh, okay. They did come back. Okay. Well, Scoot right on one of my artillery batteries.
Go.
110 man unit, skirmish unit. So, what brigade do you have again, then, Scoot?
I've got Law, Walker, Sanders,
Okay.
Ransom, Manning, Garnett,
Oh, Pickett.
Evans, Wofford.
Do you know any history on these units, or that you would like to talk about?
There's like the 4th and 5th Texas.
Oh, the Texas Brigade. Ooh, scary.
Yeah, they were the most like, they were shock troops.
They were pretty much equivalent to the Union Iron Brigade, I believe.
Yes, yeah, they were pretty devastating.
But there was this one unit that did fight against them, which was the 124th New York during the Battle of Gettysburg, and actually conducted a bayonet charge against them. But that unit was decimated because of that charge. And the ball has begun, I believe. So Scoot does have an advantage with the hill, but I do have artillery to use.
Now my artillery's been routed.
Well, to be fair, you have a canal and a hill, so it's not that bad.
I've got my sharpshooters.
You have your sharpshooters.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna rout. We were shooting them accidentally. Oh, my cannons came back.
Oh, there you go. And what general? What general? Oh, you brought Longstreet today. Okay.
I brought a Hood.
Oh,
Wait,
did you?
is that Longstreet?
Oh no, it looks like Longstreet. No, it's Hood. Okay.
Oh yeah, I brought Hood.
Hood, he was a pretty decent brigade commander, but he failed really badly later in his career during 1864, especially at the Battle of Franklin, that cursed battle. He pretty much charged his whole line against a fortified position. He lost so many generals that day.
Yeah, there were 4 Confederate. Wasn't it 4 Confederate corps commanders that were killed, or just generals?
Yeah, it was like 7 actually. It was worse.
Yeah.
Battle of Franklin, which I believe the Liberty Rifles, which is a reenacting unit, are going to be representing, right, Scoot? Because you are a member.
Yeah, we'll be creating that this coming, what is it, December?
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be very cool. We're going to be recreating the 3rd Mississippi.
Was that a Union or
Confederate?
Yeah.
Movement. So we'll be recreating them on a 1-to-1 scale. So every man that was in the regiment will be accounted for.
That's beautiful.
So you'll get to see a full Confederate regiment on the actual battlefield where they fought.
Alright, boys, we need to get in the line here. Double quick. They are shredding us very badly. But this fight is pretty even, though. It's sort of sad how ironic this battle is right in between a cemetery, though.
Mm-hmm.
The cemetery will definitely grow after this fight. Jeez, Scoot, you have so many boys. Holy goodness, you're spread out. 20th New York skirmishers are doing something. But as you see, this Union artillery is very superior to Confederate. They just wipe them out instantly.
Oh.
So here's some history. So the many Union regiments were influenced, especially their uniforms, by French uniforms. So there were these guys called Zouaves and Chasseurs. So the 95th Pennsylvania right here, this would be considered a Chasseur uniform with the red trim. Chasseur in French means hunter, so these guys were very feared in the French army, so the Union wanted to make something like that to have crack units.
Yeah, another famous Chasseur regiment was the 14th Brooklyn.
Definitely.
Who, their uniforms are very sharp.
I do agree with that, as our friend Scoot here does reenact with them.
They're the only regiment in the Civil War that was designated by its city, the city of Brooklyn. They were designated by the Army as the 84th New York, but after Manassas, since they went in as the 14th Brooklyn New York State Militia, they were allowed to keep that city designation because they fought really hard, and they were like, that's our number.
They were given the name, I believe, at the Battle of Manassas also by Stonewall Jackson, a famous Confederate general. Then here comes those red-legged devils again, because they fought so hard. If I believe I'm right, was that Manassas?
Yeah, that was Manassas.
Yeah.
That was on Henry
House Hill.
Yeah.
Oh, this fight is really. I mean, this was how people fought back then in lines, but the thing with the Civil War is that Industrial Revolution with all these rifled guns would just shred lines because they weren't using modern tactics. They were using old-timey tactics, and as you see here, this is what happens. Modern stuff using old-time tactics does not work out too well. So so you're going to the LR event, right?
Which one? The Franklin one?
Yeah. Or
I would
trying
like
to.
to.
Yeah.
Trying to. Yeah. I definitely want to try to because I did the first Minnesota event.
That was
Gettysburg.
another great event. It's on YouTube if you want to check it out, guys.
Yes, it was one of the coolest events I've been able to do in my reenacting, like, I guess, career or whatever you want to call it.
First Minnesota became famous. They were the first regiment volunteered into service with the Minnesota State, and at the Battle of Gettysburg, they made a famous charge. They were pretty much sacrificed for the sake of the Union Army because there was a big gap in the center of the Union Army, and General Hancock came up to him and said, "You see those colors, take them." And 82% of the regiment was lost that day.
Yeah, they took a lot of casualties. They brought 400 something guys and 43.
That was 300.
300?
Yes.
340 something? Yeah.
It was like it was 260. I'm rounding up to 300 about.
260?
Yeah, but even though, that's 260 lives, so 82% of them were, either destroyed or, were very badly bruised. Well, we see the rebels routing my men. This is not ideal. Another key thing during the Civil War is high ground. You always want the high ground. This makes it harder for the enemy to attack your position. And plus, you can see the enemy better from above. As you see here, these are some North Carolina units. These guys were, some of them, especially during early war, they were given frock coats with the blue facings. But eventually, as the war went on, they would get rid of them and just go to their regular shell jackets. We see here, right wing is shifting over. I'm sure these are his elites in the back. But I do have elites of my own in reserve. The Vermont Brigade. They were hard fighters, especially at the Wilderness and Gettysburg.
Yeah, I think they're most famous at Gettysburg.
Yeah.
At Gettysburg.
Gettysburg made a lot of units famous. Iron Brigade, BUCKTAILS, 1st Minnesota, 124th New York. But that battle was devastating to all sides, especially the 1st Army Corps of the Army of the Potomac. After the Battle of Gettysburg, First Corps was actually disassembled and put into the 5th Corps. For example, the Union Iron Brigade that fought there lost about 70% of their men, which is, they went into battle with about 1,800, and only 600 were left to answer the next day. So
yeah, very devastating.
But they were hard fighters. The reason why they're called the Iron Brigade is because at the Battle of Bronner's Farm, they held off against Jackson's Brigade, which is another elite Confederate brigade. And also, at the Battle of South Mountain, they charged up Turner's Gap, and General McClellan was watching them go up this steep hill, and he made the comment, they fight like they're made of iron. So.
Mhm.
They were Western men from Wisconsin, Indiana, and Michigan. So. And they were famous for wearing the Hardy hat, which was pretty much the U.S. Army dress hat, which many soldiers got rid of. But their commander, which I believe was... You remember Gibbon? I don't know.
Gibbon, yeah.
Gibbon wanted them to look formal especially during battle. And there's a funny story where these men were forced to wear gaiters, and many Civil War soldiers did not like to wear gaiters, so some boys from the Wisconsin unit put gaiters on Gibbon's horse. And the men did pay dearly for that, I'm sure, with a lot of extra drill. Okay, so these sharpshooters are oh my goodness, these sharpshooters. What unit is that?
Sharpshooters is the South Carolina sharpshooters.
Oh, is it? Do you want to talk about them? They are pretty famous too.
Yeah, I don't know too much about them.
They did have an infamous weapon. They did, though.
Was it the
Whitworth?
Mississippi rifle? Oh, Whitworth, yeah. Yeah, the Whitworth was a pretty devastating weapon. It could hit very far. So, like, these guys would be able to hit troops way further. And it wasn't the Palmetto sharpshooters that killed Cedric, right?
Who? Jenny or?
Cedric.
No, that was no.
It was just a random.
It was just a random bullet that hit him. Speaking of 6th Corps, General Cedric was the commanding officer of 6th Corps during the Battle of Gettysburg, and he made a comment around these men can hit an elephant at this distance, and then 1 minute later, a bullet hit him directly in the forehead and killed him. So, I mean, karma. It's real.
Mm-hmm.
Do not underestimate your enemy. That's one thing. Alright, as we move the Vermont Brigade forward, let's hopefully do some damage. But the South Carolina sharpshooters did cause the death of Jenny Wade, sadly. And it wasn't on purpose, it was by pure accident. So during the Battle of Gettysburg, the Union were holding Cemetery Hill right outside of town, and Jenny Wade's, what was it, mother-in-law's house or something like that?
Yeah, mother's house.
Was
her sister gave birth, so she was there helping her sister out.
And then, anyways, what happened was Union officer was running right next to her house, and a Confederate sharpshooter missed them, but hit the door of Jenny's house, or her sister's house, and Jenny Wade was making bread for the soldiers, and sadly the bullet hit her directly in the spine and instantly killed her. And she was the only civilian casualty at the Battle of Gettysburg.
Mm.
Right here, our Vermont Brigade is doing really well here. They're breaking lines. As you see, right wing is shifting over his general because he can inspire the troops to stay a little longer, so that's why he's doing that. But it's also risky too for a stray bullet, for example, like Cedric.
Yeah.
they're cracking in the center. This artillery's doing some damage.
Oh no.
I say we should do a Gettysburg map after this because
Okay.
How long have we've been streaming for a good, what, 45 minutes? Tops?
I think so. Something like that.
Man, I'm actually starting to like 6-core.
Good amount.
I'm telling you, dude, you gotta use 6-core
They're
next
great,
time.
man.
They're holding their own in the open against right wing, which is a really good core. Do you have buck and ball or no?
I don't know what units would have buck and ball.
I'm sure you do. Well, buck and ball back then was pretty much like a shotgun round that many men would put inside their smoothbore muskets if they did have a smoothbore. For example, the 1842 Springfield was a smoothbore, and it was devastating at close range as it was like pretty much a shotgun round. And it's pretty interesting at the Gettysburg battlefield. The 12th New Jersey monument has buck and ball on top of their monument because they were issued with the 42 Springfields, as well as the famous Irish Brigade. That's what they were really known for. Oh, but my center's cracking as well, so better not get too confident.
What are these guys doing?
This is classic Napoleon. Sometimes the game
The
decides.
troops just decided to go the other way.
But I am taking losses, but they are taking heavy losses on as well, so. Right here we have the New Jersey Brigade. Pretty hard. They fought really hard too.
Oh yeah, 12th New Jersey in there.
No, that they were in the 2nd Corps of the Army of the Potomac. Oof.
Oh, the artillery.
What?
The artillery is just devastating.
Oh. So what battles did the 14th Brooklyn fight in then, Scoot?
14th Brooklyn fought.
Didn't they fight to the end of the war?
They were disbanded, mustered out in 1864,
Oh, did they?
but some of those guys that enlisted, who like signed 3-year papers, ended up transferring over to I think it's the 5th New York.
Okay. They were famous at Gaines Mill, I believe. 5th New York.
Yeah, and they were at Manassas, 2nd Manassas. Shoot. Sorry, my troops are cracking.
Yeah, we better let Scoot focus because he's not in a good position, but my center isn't looking too well. As you see, though, as the troops keep fighting, if you see at the bottom, it says very tired or winded. So, I mean, it's realistic. As you fight, you get tired. What is going on here? Why are you guys shaking? They're New Jersey. You hold. You gotta hold. You got to hold.
Don't hold.
Oh,
Break.
their unit. Oh, look, this is devastating. Whole lot of. Oh,
Yes.
oh, there goes my 3rd. This is a big old unit right here. Oh my goodness, Vermont is doing damage.
Yeah. They're doing a lot.
Third New Jersey's coming back. That's good. Now, realistically, I'm sure another corps would arrive here to help us out, but, I mean, obviously it's just a game, so. But this would be considered a major engagement during the Civil War. This is no skirmish. This is heavy casualties, as you see. But this is opposite. Actually, the Union would have came from the town and fought the Confederates over here, but the Union are attacking the town now.
Yeah.
This side is crumbling for him. This is good. So, what other reenactment events do you go to, Scoot?
I'll be at Camp Geiger,
Nice.
so April 26th to 28th.
It's gonna be fun.
That'll be very fun.
We gotta get rid of the sharpshooters. Go.
Oh no.
Get rid of these chevrons. These are experience things. So as like a unit does better in battle, they get more chevrons. How was the 10th New York event for you guys? I heard that was a really awesome event. Yeah.
There was we had some artillery firing at us, which was really cool. Not live artillery, but it was like pyrotechnics that made it seem like we were getting shelled.
That's cool.
It was fantastic.
Was it better than the first Minnesota event? That's what I want to ask.
I wouldn't put them on the same thing, because the first Minnesota event was...
Yeah, that is hollowed ground. They did it on hollowed ground. They did it on the exact ground, which is really cool.
And then first Minnesota, or 10th New York was...
That was
like
Petersburg, correct?
Yes, yeah. And we were still like kind of around the area that they would have been, but...
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just wasn't... I just wouldn't compare the two.
Yeah, no, it's understandable. You can't really compare them. I mean, because like reenacting on like the actual ground is a different story. But we are hopefully Scoot could come to Cedar Creek this year, which is the only reenactment that could fight on hollow ground, which I believe.
Yes, yeah, pretty much the only one.
Okay, wait, we're breaking their flank. This is good.
Oh no. Not my flank.
Garros, your flank is gone. Oh, so the 20th New York, these guys were German elite guys. They would carry the, I believe, the 1841 Mississippi rifle. They were crack shots, but they all came from Germany, so a lot of ethnicities fought in this Civil War. You see,
yeah, you had Irish, British, you had all sorts of
Polish.
Mm-hmm.
But as you see here, bayonet charges were not that common during the Civil War. I mean, they did happen, but no one wants to be fighting that close.
Yeah.
There was a funny story during the Battle of Gettysburg. The Irish Brigade, well, they charged a wheat field. The smoke was that thick they didn't realize that they were actually inside the Confederate lines, and they were just staring at each other. And then they took many guys prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Scoot is falling back. He can't keep up with the pressure. But as we see here, he has done a lot of damage on the blue. That's a lot of blue. I think Scooter's trying to fall back now.
Slightly.
Slightly. This whole flank is gone, Scoot. I don't know, that's slightly. These Union batteries have done a lot today, as you see with all your chevrons. But look at the 49th Pennsylvania, 317. They're already down to 83 men. That's devastating. But they're still holding strong. Alright, so our goal now is just to push across this bridge. They are retreating into the town, which is going to be a pretty cool fight. The town fighting. But the key thing here is how many men did I lose?
Yeah. Oh no, these guys are standing here.
Oof.
We're supposed to move.
Man, I didn't even have to bring General McClellan up. And General McClellan, I mean, the men loved him, but he was not a good general. I'm gonna be honest. And I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, he did well with like turning the army into a
effective fighting.
Force. Yeah, but other than that, his command wasn't the best.
Yeah, Scoot could tell you some examples if he wants to.
What would be a good example of that?
Antietam Peninsula campaign. Oh
yeah. Yeah, Antietam. I mean, it was technically a Union victory, but it was
strategically, yeah. They did. He did
lost so many troops. Like they really couldn't. They didn't think they were going to be able to.
Yeah.
Start a new campaign in the north ever again, but turns out they're able to scrounge up another 80,000 guys and fight in Gettysburg.
1 year later.
Mm-hmm.
But this is another thing that is not good as commander. You never want your back to a river, so this is not good for Scoot. His whole army right now would be probably captured if he does not win this. But the casualties on both sides are devastating.
Yeah. But if you put a rat in a corner, you'll see how hard that rat can fight.
That is true.
That's its only chance.
Yeah. Example of that is Battle of Bentonville. That was the Confederates almost won that. It was at the very last end of the war. Who was it? Johnston or Bratt? I don't know who was fighting.
Yeah, I forgot. I think it was I mean, it's one of the two.
In one of them. But they did not want to surrender just so easily like Lee did. But Lee, to be fair to him, he had no choice. His men were hungry. They didn't eat for like 5 days.
Mm.
But at Bentonville, the Confederates did strike back and almost won it. It was a close defeat for them. But the Union just scrounged up enough reinforcements. So.
Mm.
Man, Scoot, I think you gotta bring 6 Corps next time.
Yeah, I will.
They do work. They do work.
General Stock reporting for duty.
But right wing did hold pretty good. But I think they're more made for the woods.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. Oh man, you retreated all the way back. What was your most favorite event you ever went to, Scoot? If you had to choose one to relive.
I mean, one to relive, I would love to relive the first Minnesota event again. And I probably would do more at the event, I think.
I got ya.
Like, I don't know, I feel like I would... I went to sleep pretty early because I was not down with the heat, but the heat wears you down.
Oh yeah.
So I was just kind of
No, I got ya.
tired.
No, that heat, it does stuff.
Yeah.
15th Alabama at Gettysburg. I don't know how they did that. They marched 20 miles, climbed over Big Round Top, which is a rocky hill, and
Yeah. No water.
no water. They had They sent out guys to go get water from Plum Run or something, and then the colonel or the brigade commander said, "You guys gotta go," and their water's not even there yet. So, and then the canteen guys who went to go get the water all get captured by the 2nd United States Sharpshooters.
Mm-hmm.
So they went into battle without water, tired, I'm sure hungry,
Oh yeah.
but they still gave Chamberlain a fight.
Yeah, they almost routed Chamberlain and them. I mean, they didn't. Chamberlain wasn't really allowed to retreat, basically.
No.
But, yeah.
If Chamberlain retreated, no, that would be it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many what ifs to Gettysburg, but to be fair, like, the Union had many reserves.
Yeah, I think the movie kind of overplays Chamberlain.
Oh,
I mean, Chamberlain did work. You know, he did a good job, but
it should. But he
so
did.
many other units on that hill that did pretty much the same thing.
Order, sir.
16th Maine. 16th Maine.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
No, it's not 16th Maine. 16th Michigan. Excuse me.
Yeah.
44th New York.
Yeah, 44.
83rd Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Like, if one of those units fell back,
That would be it.
Chamberlain wouldn't really have much to do. Like, he wouldn't be able to do what he did, so...
No. But I think the movie definitely downplays the first day a lot.
Yeah.
That's the one thing, like, the first day was key, though. A lot of people don't understand, like that slowed down Robert E. Lee. They did a lot of damage on Confederate troops that day, too. And it pretty much forced Lee to fight at that, at the Battle of Gettysburg.
Yeah.
for example, 14 Brooklyn. Well, I guess I'm sure Scoot will tell you if he wants.
Yeah, they
to.
charged the railroad cut with the
Iron six
Six Wisconsin.
yeah, 6 Wisconsin.
and they fought all 3 days as well, which is so they have 3 monuments on the battlefield.
What
It's
did they
really
do on
cool.
the third day?
They fought on Copesville on the 2nd and 3rd days.
Oh, okay. I know they fought on the 2nd, but I didn't know they fought on the 3rd. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, Copesville was pretty bloody on the 3rd too.
Yeah, I know a Maryland regiment was fighting against a Maryland regiment on Culp's Hill.
Yeah, both First Maryland's.
Yeah, it's sort of ironic but sad.
Yeah.
Maryland was a border state between like the North and the South, so many guys were fighting against each other. But here we go. This is the town fight. So I have all these reserves back here. I should bring them forward. But actually, Fredericksburg was the first, really the first time that it was house-to-house fighting for the American War.
Later.
Yeah.
But not as much as Fredericksburg.
No.
Fredericksburg was just crazy.
Well, it was the first time like the American army had to fight like in urban like areas.
Mm-hmm.
But Gettysburg was also there was a lot of town fighting.
Ooh, that valley.
There's that I forget what house, but that house is literally a no man's land. Like the inside of it is a no man's land, and both sides are fighting over for 3 days straight. They literally sleep on the other side of the house from each other.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. They were what 10 feet away from each other at all times.
Yeah.
That shows how devastating Gettysburg was. Like nowhere was safe.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we're gonna push up. We're gonna break these guys.
Your men have been routed.
Who's been routed? Ah, fucking Jersey. I'm gonna bring these guys forward.
No.
Oh, that flank is non-existent. We're actually gonna... Let's just surround these guys. Oh no, these 2 units are gonna be captured, dude.
Oh.
Block their escape, go. About face. General Hood is not knowing what to do.
Oh no.
It looks like these guys are going to be captured today. It's probably one of my worst fears if I ever get captured. I mean, prison camps on both sides were devastating, though. Andersonville, and then what did we have? Helmira?
There's Fort Delaware.
Oh, I think Helmira is the worst one, though, right?
Yeah. Fort Delaware wasn't horrible. I mean, like, it was a prison camp.
Yeah, and what do you expect?
Yeah.
But Andersonville, that was just...
That was worse than everything.
That was... I did research on it. I mean, There's evidence of Henry Wright like trying to get like supplies, but like the federal like the Confederate government wouldn't give it to him.
Mm.
But at the same time, it's like I don't know. I mean, he was obviously tried and found guilty. So
Yeah.
but these guys are being captured. So no, two whole regiments are gone. But as you see here, average Union man superiority. This was always a problem during the Civil War for the Confederacy.
Yeah.
Did not have the manpower. I mean, and General Grant during the Civil War used it to full effectiveness. Many people called him a butcher, but I mean, he knew that the Confederates did not have enough men. Oh, bayonet charge. No, they're done. What a good game, though.
Yeah, good game.
We'll do a Gettysburg, and then I think we'll end the stream. Because I believe Jacob wants to do a stream later.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Your men have been routed.
No. I can't wait to see the casualties.
Mm-hmm. Yes, break them.
Oh my goodness, they are breaking.
Come on. Korea's North Carolina, break them.
No.
They're gonna go.
Like Scoot said, if you corner a rat, it'll fight.
Yeah.
But Hood is gonna be captured today, sadly.
He won't go down without a fight.
Men have been routed, sir.
What fight?
This one.
Oh, he's actually charging. This is not accurate. This would never
He's on
happen.
charge. Charge with Hood.
We tried to escape.
That unit is gonna be broken.
That whole unit is still holding against attack and oh,
General,
Oh, there we go.
and Hood is dead. Well, that concludes the Fredericksburg battle. All right. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
My artillery got 700 kills. That's ridiculous.
Wow.
Well, Scoop, if you want to choose a Gettysburg map, it's up to you.
Okay.
As we wait. Sadly, my boys are well, I shouldn't say sadly, but sadly I can't be with my boys this weekend down in Pennsylvania. They have a reenactment, 149th Pennsylvania, but hope they're doing well and fighting some rebs.
Should we do Barlow's Knoll?
I don't know, that's a little open.
Okay.
Maybe we want to do Champion Hill. That's a fun one. That's the one that we got our butts kicked on the other day.
Sure.
I don't know. I like that one because it's open and as well like wooded. You know.
Mm.
I think we need some woods because we were just fighting out in the open.
Yeah.
And I'll let you choose USA or Confederate. It's up to you, Scoot.
Okay, I'll do USA this time.
Oh, we got a new subscriber. That's funny.
side should I be on for if I'm doing Union?
It doesn't matter.
All right.
Champion Hill. This was out in the west with Grant. Forgot what set of battles this was for. I believe it was for the Vicksburg, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're good. Okay. Oh, should I bring my Longstreet Corps from yesterday?
Oh no.
No, Longstreet Corps is filled with good units. For example, Barksdale and Hood. They were shock troops. 6th Corps. They have numbers. But I do want to give myself a challenge. You know what? Let's try out roads. I never play them. And I hear that they updated them, so they're pretty good. The only thing with roads is that he does not have good artillery.
Good.
Good.
I like the sound of that.
But I can chevron.
Oh no.
Yeah, but I do want to give a shout out to my boys in the 149th that are fighting currently as we talk down in Pennsylvania against some Rebs. I believe it's called Campbell's Run, the reenactment. So,
Oh, cool.
hope you guys are doing well down there. But speaking of the Bucktails, I'm using the guys that did fight against them during the Battle of Gettysburg, Daniel's brigade. Daniel was caught in a crossfire between the Bucktails and eventually focused almost his whole brigade on the Bucktails, and that was the main fight on McPherson's Ridge. Okay, I'm ready. Let's see what we can do here. And as it currently, and I'm not making fun of Scoot, he's a great player. I stand undefeated. So if he wins this, I'm going to be happy for him. I've been trying to give myself challenges to fight against them, so I'm using new core and, you know. But I think Scoot is the underdog. I think he has some tricks up his sleeve. Hopefully.
Hopefully my artillery can do its job.
Yeah, Champion Hilda, it's hard because it's a lot of woods.
Oh, yeah.
Currently doing something with my stream. Give me a minute. Something happened, guys. Give me a minute. I apologize about this. I'll have to delete this. Hopefully that fixes it. But we only had one viewer today, sadly. Oh well. Oh wait, Napoleon crashed. Oh.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. Well, maybe we should just cut it off there for the stream today.
Okay.
Hopefully other people watch it. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it.